Red button means we're live, a casual take with your boy Steven Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So Jalen Williams and the Thunder were terrific last night in a Game 5 win at home, but I absolutely have to talk about Tyrese Haliburton's pathetic performance. I mean, 4 points, over 6 from the field, over 4 from three turnovers, was also scoreless in the first half. I get that he had right calf tightness. I'll get to that in a second. But what the hally was that? I mean, that's just pathetic. That was the worst single game finals performance from a star I've ever seen. Seriously. Worst from a superstar, because that's what people were anointing Tyrese last week. Yeah, we can throw those takes in the garbage while we're here. Listen, I like Haliburton. I do. I think he's an exceptional passer. I think he's on the clutchest playoff run of all time. I'm not here to take that away from him. But what I am here is to try to figure out, how the hell do you not record a field goal in an NBA Finals game as the face of the team, especially in a pivotal one? If that Game 5, tied 2-2, his team was able to cut it within 2 in the fourth quarter on the road without him. All they asked from him was when he checked in, hey, can you get a couple of those big-time buckets for us so we can go up 3-2 with Game 6 on our home turf to possibly win the championship? And he went scoreless down that stretch. I mean, it makes Game 4, 2011 LeBron against the Mavs, when he had a measly 8 points and didn't do anything in the fourth quarter, look like Game 5, 2016 LeBron against the Warriors when he had 41. Just inexcusable from Hallie. Oh, but Steven, he was injured. Yeah, it's not working here. I'm sorry. He played 34 minutes and looked fine when he had the ball. Now, was he moving at 100%? No. But again, he played 34 minutes. If you're able to play 34 minutes, you're able to get a field goal. And he didn't do that. Oh, but come on. He also played one of the greatest defenses of all time. Yes, so did Johnny Furphy. And he was able to score a field goal on the Pacers and not Hallie. Who the hell is Johnny Furphy? Listen, I get it. He was hurt. He had the calf. But he played 34 minutes, and he looked like he was moving just fine. And Tyrese Haliburton will tell you that himself. He said this about his availability into Game 6 in his calf at the end of the game, quote, "It's the finals. I worked my whole life to get here. If I can walk, I can play." Bingo. I've been saying this for years. I'm a firm believer in this in sports. If you're on the court or field, you're on the court. It's an old head mentality. Some of the young guys on Twitter were disagreeing with this, but I'm serious. If you're healthy enough to play, especially 34 minutes, you're healthy enough to contribute. And because if you weren't, then you wouldn't be able to physically play. But Tyrese was healthy enough to get 7 assists, 6 rebounds, whatever it was, but not a bucket is insane. But even before Tyrese got hurt in that game, he was playing the exact same way. Lacked confidence, lacked aggressiveness, was passing up too many shots, was passing the ball way too early. There was a stretch, there was a play where Richard Jefferson even pointed out, Tyrese Haliburton caught the ball on the right wing, had an open three, didn't shoot it. Maybe he's just in his head because he's been on this cold streak from 3 dating back to Friday's game, but that was huge. That was really huge. It's been my biggest gripe with Tyrese Haliburton. I said after Game 2 that he's not a superstar because this dude just lacks consistency. I mean, I know what the highs are, the clutchness, the triple-double, but the lows are so low. I like Tyrese Haliburton trying to get his teammates involved, but he plays too within the flow of the offense. Passes the ball a bit too much for me. Doesn't go to the rim enough for me. And that's my biggest gripe on him, because 15 players scored more points than Tyrese Haliburton. 15, or at least the same amount of points. Even Tony Bradley had more field goals. Now, I'm not asking Tyrese Haliburton to go out there and empty the clip like a Donovan Mitchell and score 30, but the Pacers lost by 11, and he had 4 points. If he had 11 points to tie that game, he has 15. It's what he's averaging on the series, about 15. Like, Tyrese had a poor game in Game 1, but was able to come up big with 14 points and hit the game winner because he was able to get those 14 points because the game was in the balance. A guy like Siakam, who had 28 points last night, was able to keep it close in the fourth quarter for him to step up. And last night, yes, he was hurt, but Tyrese didn't step up. I mean, it was so bad. What makes the performance so worse is how TJ McConnell was playing. TJ McConnell was being aggressive, driving to the basket, hustling, grabbing rebounds, playing fast, just the total opposite of Tyrese Haliburton as far as aggressiveness. I thought TJ, who was 18 points and +4, I thought Rick Carlisle in the fourth quarter after he could tell within a minute, yeah, Tyrese doesn't have it. I get it's politics because he's the star and he got you so far. I would have benched Haliburton for TJ McConnell and rolled with him, Siakam, Nembhard, Nesmith, Miles Turner, and try to go win that game. Haliburton just didn't have it last night, and that's period, end of story. So we can try to make this excuses about he was injured, but to me, if you play 34 minutes, you're healthy enough to go get a basket. It was truly, now I'm not that old, so there's probably a superstar performance from the 70s or 80s that I'm missing. So that's why I'm saying I've ever seen. It was the worst single game performance from a star player I've ever seen in the NBA Finals. Worse than 2011 Game 4 LeBron. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media. Stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see ya.